G'day guys, welcome to another episode of Course Reviews with the GTC. We're here at Royal Park, which is basically just on the outskirts of Melbourne CBD in Parkville. What suburb would you call this?
Carlton.
That's what I was going to say Carlton, but I didn't really want to say it with you around. But anywho, nonetheless, Royal Park, it's a 9-hole facility. We're going to take you around the course today. We're going to show you some interesting little pockets of the course, especially the lovely stroll between hole 1 and hole 2. I've played it before. I'm with George today. He hasn't, so he'll give you the first time takes, and I'll show you around the different tidbits of Royal Park. Royal Park Golf Course is adjacent to the Royal Melbourne Zoo. You won't unfortunately see any stray animals around here, but you might see some stray golf shots. And there it is.
Getting a bit fat. Actually saw a good video. Bryson DeChambeau was doing one of those little swing tip things in his little simulator. And he was talking about, you take it up like that and then you downswing, how you sort of aim to like brush by your pocket. It felt good when I was doing it at home, and then I started doing it on the Switch.
The Nintendo Switch.
The Nintendo Switch.
There's a good tale for golfers.
Yeah.
Go and use the Nintendo Switch to really ruin your real swing.
Yeah. Made good contact.
So you can see to our right, they've got some practice facilities, just a couple of practice nets, hitting cages. To the left, they've got a little bit of a chipping facility for some golf lessons. Behind us, on the first tee, they had a practice green for a small-ish facility of just 9 holes. They've got enough of the amenities required.
So this is one of those ones that, like the freeway video I think we put together, if you're a handicapper, don't pull out the flop shot, grab your pitching wedge, get up close, and just let the ball do the rest. That's a long putt.
What do you reckon viewers are going to do? Looks pretty straight. Might be high side on the left. Yep, he's just bumped it.
Don't leave it short, left it short.
Okay, so here is the first little quip. Really the only quip of Royal Park. You finish the first. You basically exit the golf course. You go on to shared land, which is
bike path.
a bike track, walkway, pathway. We're gonna have to speed this up a little bit because this does take a while.
Remember to look both ways, row lines. We going left or right?
And then we arrive at a uphill, dead straight, par 4.
Again. Use the ridge line.
Just had to go and re-find the camera app on George's phone. Good luck finding it between his 3,500 apps that have no folders, just pages and pages and pages of apps. Do you have folders in your iPhone like normal people to know how to find things, or you just have 28 pages of slide?
You would be amazed how many times I lose where my apps are. My public transport app, I keep losing where it is.
Oh gee, I wonder why.
I could spend a solid couple of minutes trying to find it.
Considering we've just gone through the entire period of summer, heading into the back end of autumn, basically hitting winter due to the weather we're copping now. Lovely and lush green here. I mean, we are in an area where the council is very environmentally friendly, so you'd have to assume that they're going to keep this place in good nick or close it down for some form of parks facility, which we absolutely do not want to ever happen.
So I'll give a couple of first thoughts. That'd be a shame to get rid of something like this. I wasn't sure what to expect when we turned up here. Steve's talked a lot about Royal Park. I thought, oh yeah, it's one of those scratchy old 9-hole courses. But other than the walk between 1 and 2, it's sort of secluded. You could be anywhere. It's really nice. It's green. It looks in pretty good nick. I was about to say you can't see any meter markers, but we've got one one here.
I saw a sprinkler have a meterage too, which is a big bonus for a place like this. And the all wedge has done well again. At least it wasn't the attack wedge, because that didn't attack much. Oh, we're putting. That, I'm chunking them like a nugget, like a Kentucky Fried. That'd be a good sponsor.
So don't have glove on.
Going at it here tonight. Where's about to lock and roll?
That'll do.
Now this is a bit gross because I'd usually try and drop it around here just before it hits the green, just so it doesn't hit that harder surface. But this is all murky and yucky, so it's only just going to like get squashed.
Yeah, that was my same concern on the first. So that's why I ran long. Play a flop shot. You're good enough.
Yeah, that means I'm going to pull out my 60 degree. I don't have any faith in that. That'll be down that in those garden beds. Don't put anything stupid into my mind. That's silly. All right. Got it a bit skinny, and sure enough, I got too handsy with that.
You sort of scooped it.
You got it in my head.
Yeah, that's a missile. Not so wide. Probably rewards a bit of accuracy and finesse in your golf shot. Particularly that dogleg left on 3. And then similar to this par 5, you can't really just go after it too much. It'll leave you off a little bit to chew. Your boy is dancing. Stopped it on a dime. It's a public service announcement. Fix your divots.
Pretty good raid. That's not bad.
It'll roll. It'll roll the wrong way. As we do capture one of Melbourne's trams in the background. Yeah, people might be watching thinking, what the hell is that?
If they're from overseas.
Or anywhere else. I don't think, does anyone else have trams? No, they've got light rails.
Yeah,
Not the same. Ours are
doesn't
better.
New South Wales and Queensland have trams?
They have light rail, I believe. Queensland definitely has light rail. Melbourne does it better. Bit of a
History lesson.
Royal Park, 120 years. That's impressive. Bit of light reading. 10 things you may not know.
Peter Thompson was a member.
He's got a road named after him at Moona Links.
He's a 5-time Open winner.
And so we should.
If anyone's in the Melbourne metropolitan area, obviously, yes, we've been gifted. We're pretty lucky with the amount of golf courses we have in the area, whether you call it the northern suburbs, the eastern suburbs, the southeast, even some courses we've played in the west. Then obviously you've got the 2 peninsulas, which is just the creme de la creme of sort of Victorian golf and really world golf, to be honest. We are really, really lucky with golf courses. We certainly shouldn't take it for granted, but we're talking about Royal Park today. And if you're in inner Melbourne, well, this is a no-brainer. If you're on the outskirts of Melbourne, come down, give it a whirl. It's a great course, I would say, for 9 holes after work. It's a great social venue. So if you are sort of interested in golf, but you know, only going to the driving range or too scared to hit the course because you're too worried about sort of others around, it's a great facility to just get on. Beginner, intermediate golfers, have a whack. No one, like we've played, this is a Friday morning. It's not that busy, but no one here is actually caring about pace of play, making sure that you're doing everything by the rules. You know, we've spoken about divot marks and you know, different chunks on the fairways and whatnot. It's a great beginner's golf course, so come down and give it a whirl.
Cracking.
Get legs, get legs.
Cracking.
That would have been nice to actually finish on. Nonetheless, nice to finish on. Tell you what. Oh.
Good confident putt.
I'll tell you actually one other thing. They run ad hoc night golf sessions. Now I think it might only be the 1st and the 9th where you sort of go around a few times. But literally they have glow-in-the-dark balls. They light up the fairways with, you know, different neon lights and whatnot. I'm yet to try it, but it's on the bucket list.
Where does this go on YouTube or something?